Alpha Chad is her baby dad. For you guys who ever come across these single moms who had kids out of wedlock in her 20s, at the height of her physical attractiveness, at the height of her sexual marketplace value, also known as SMV. Okay, if you ever run across these women who had children in her 20s and became a single mom, make no mistake about it. Okay, that kid's baby daddy was a Chad, was an alpha bad boy. Okay, she wasn't out there having sex with a beta male provisioner or, you know, some blue pill moron. No, she was out there riding the CC, having sex with the alpha bad boys throughout her 20s. And she let one of these bad boys impregnate her. Okay, knowing full well that this guy will likely not stick around. And that she would likely become a single mom. You know, of course she hoped he would stick around, because a lot of these girls want to, you know, they want to peg down that alpha bad boy. But in most cases, the guy does not stick around, right? But these women, they take that risk, knowing they're going to end up being single mothers, right? And the reason why they take that risk is because they know, almost instinctually, that by the time she enters her 30s and 40s, that she's going to be able to lock down some beta provider who will take care of Chad's baby, right? Too many of you suckers take on that responsibility of taking care of Chad's baby. Okay? And the sad thing is, you know, a lot of you guys think that, you know, you tend to feel sorry for these girls. Like, oh, you know, she has to raise little Joey all on her own, and I don't want to leave her. You know, everybody makes mistakes. Dude, are you kidding me? These girls know full well in their 20s what they're doing, right? They're grown women. They're not stupid. They voluntarily choose to ride the CC. They voluntarily choose not to get married at that age so they could bang all these bad boys, all of these alpha males, right? Because the good women out there, right? Believe it or not, there's some good women out there who cash in their chips in their 20s. They don't ride the CC. They're not trying to, you know, be selfish and get impregnated by some Chad only to find some beta sucker in their 30s and 40s to help her raise that child, right? Believe it or not, some women actually have some decency and they feel guilty about doing that to some guy, you know, based off of her own mistakes in her 20s, right? But whenever you see these girls and they're now in their 30s and 40s and they're now single mothers, and she's walking around with a, you know, a 5, 6, 7-year-old child that she had in her 20s, you know, do not kid yourself. I mean, that kid came from a Chad, right? So as they say, Alpha Chad is her baby dad. Okay, if you want to know who her baby daddy is, it's Alpha Chad, right? The thing I don't want you guys to do is I don't want you to rescue these women. Okay, let them figure it out for themselves. Let them raise that kid on their own. Okay, do not come to the rescue and be the, you know, the sucker beta that saves her. And there are too many of you guys out there that do that. You know, just because you see a girl who's still decent looking in her 30s, maybe even her 40s, maybe she might still be a little pretty, and you see that as your golden opportunity to finally get, you know, a good looking girlfriend, to finally get a girl that you feel is like higher value than you. And you're willing to toss away and toss aside your own SMV, your own sexual marketplace value as a man, because, you know, as a man, you really don't hit your prime until your mid 30s to early 40s. You're willing to throw that away because you don't value yourself enough. And you rescue this woman who, you know, for all intents and purposes, is probably your own age, maybe at worst, even a few years older than you, right? You see it as an opportunity because she has this kid and it just seems like low-hanging fruit to you. So you jump in there, you save her, You marry her, you idiot. And now you are here paying for little Joey, paying for his school, paying for his clothes, paying for his food, raising him as your own, right? The kid doesn't even know who his own father is. He never knew who his dad was, besides the fact that his name might have been Chad, right? But here you are taking on that role. You know, it's really sad. So the point of this coaching video is just to make you guys aware, right? To smarten you up a little bit about the con that's going on out there with these single moms who had kids in her 20s. You know, now if she's a single mother and she had kids in her 30s or 40s, chances are it wasn't some alpha bad boy, it wasn't some Chad, it was just, you know, just more than likely out of her own free will, she decided she wanted to have a baby, so she probably found some like beta provisioner to knock her up that she could collect child support from, right? But if she had that kid when she was in her 20s, back when she was at the height of her SMV, I guarantee you that guy was an alpha bad boy, and this chick was having the time of her life riding the CC and banging all these alpha bad boys, kicking guys like you in the nuts, right? Ignoring guys like you, flaking on you, laughing at you behind your back while she banged these alpha bad boys. You know, thinking that you are going to be there in her 30s and 40s to save her. The sad thing is, society actually encourages this type of behavior from women. Society actually shames you if you don't go out there and save women. If you don't go out there and rescue her and her child. You know, society actually shames you if you don't go out there and take on the role of this kid's father, right? Society will actually shame you if you don't include single mothers in your, you know, in your dating rotation, in your dating life. It's insane. You know, you see all these articles by all of these feministas talking about how, oh, here are 6 reasons why you should date a single mother. You know, and she keeps cookies in her cupboard. She always has fresh laundry ready to go. It's like, dude, I'll do my own laundry. I don't need your cookies, right? I have plenty of money. I'll buy my own cookies. I don't need you, right? You want to be in that position to where you don't need to lower yourself to dating a single mother, especially a single mother who voluntarily chose to be a single mother in her 20s, right? Because she was banging these Chads. She knew full well what the risks were. You know, she knew entirely what she was getting herself into, right? She knew that she was gambling on the fact that maybe this guy will stay, maybe he won't, but so what? I'm gonna get pregnant by his kid anyway, and I'm gonna have him so I can dream about him and have a piece of this guy for the rest of my life. And really, that's kind of like the sick reasoning behind a lot of why these girls will let these Chads impregnate them and leave them as single mothers. It's just because she wants to have a piece of that guy. She's like so infatuated by him that she wants to have a piece of him for the rest of her life. Really, really, really sad. But you know what? You're not going to be the sucker who rescues her, are you? Right? You're not. And thanks to all this red pill knowledge, you won't be. You'll be able to go out there, find yourself a good girl who isn't out there riding the CC, who isn't out there banging these alpha Chads, then expecting you to rescue her in her 30s and 40s and help her raise that kid that isn't even yours, that is going to turn on you and hate you at some point in his life when he gets older, right? Don't waste your time, guys. Don't waste your time. I mean, if any kid is going to hate you, it better be your own kid, right? At least it's your own blood. And at some point when he gets much older, he'll grow to appreciate you. Like maybe when he's, 40 or 50, he'll look back and go, you know what, my dad wasn't such a bad guy. He made mistakes, but you know what? He really tried. But this kid, who is Chad's kid, will always be like, oh, that was just my stepdad. Screw him. Yeah, he was just my stepdad. He didn't know anything. He didn't know shit. That's all I have to say for tonight's coaching video. Hey, all these single moms running around out there, right, with kids that they had in their 20s, make no mistake, guys. If you want to know who that child's baby daddy was, it was Chad, right? Alpha Chad is her baby dad. And with that said, I'm going to wrap up here. Until next time, this is M from the 33 Secrets. Do not forget to smash that like button below. Also, hit that notification bell right next to it so that you are notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on YouTube. And more importantly, guys, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. I know lately YouTube has been unsubscribing you guys from my channel, so please make sure you are still subscribed to my channel. Very important. And also make sure you share my coaching videos with other like-minded red pill friends of yours so we could really start spreading this knowledge out there and helping more guys and keeping guys from making the mistake of, ending up with these damaged women in their 30s and 40s who rode the CC their entire 20s, who had, kids with the alpha chads and are trying to lock you down and trying to, use the court systems to make you, stick around and pay for a Chad's child and all this other crazy nonsense, right? Let's spread this red pill knowledge out to other guys and awaken more guys, get more guys woke, because that's what we're here to do, right? We're not only here to date beautiful women, but we're also here to get more guys woke to this knowledge. And for you guys who want to support my work and all of this red pill content even further, the best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months to Mastery, where I am teaching guys just like you how to go out there and approach and close the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I'm talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s, the type of women that you will not find in your social circle and you will not find at the bars and clubs, but only the venues that I teach you to go to in 7 Months to Mastery, right? And you're gonna learn skills that your parents, teachers, and society failed to teach you. You're gonna learn skills that only an experienced pickup artist can teach you. And I'm one of the world's best, okay? I'm one of the best pickup artists in the world. I've been doing this my entire adult life. I've taught thousands upon thousands of men all around the world how to approach and close high value, high caliber, beautiful women. It's crazy to think, but many of these guys have gone on to get married. Like hey, I'm not advocating marriage, by the way. That's completely up to you, right? I'm not for it or against it, right? As I always tell you guys, if you're gonna go that route, just be careful. But a lot of my students have gone on to get married because they just found like a bomb-ass girl, a cool-ass chick that they want to spend the rest of their lives with. And a lot of these guys have had kids now. Crazy. And they send me photos. They're like, oh my God, Em, thank you. It's all because of you. Guys that were in my program, even just a few years ago, are sending me photos from their wedding, their kids that they've had. I've got students from the late 90s, the early 2000s who now have kids that are like in high school. They're like entering college. It's just insane to me, right? It's insane to me that these guys like have taken it that far. But this is some really powerful knowledge I'm teaching you in 7 Months to Mastery. And it's knowledge that you can use not only to attract young, beautiful women into your life, but it's knowledge that you can use in every area of your life. Because as I always teach you guys, pickup is life. Everything out there is pickup. Whether you're buying a brand new car, you're buying a house, you're negotiating, or you're just trying to get better service at your favorite restaurant, everything is pickup, okay? Every single human interaction, okay? Anytime you communicate with another human being, you're doing pickup, right? As I said, life is pickup. So it's very, very imperative you learn this stuff. This is the #1 most powerful skill in the world. I kid you not. Okay, and it saddens me that a lot of guys just dismiss it because all they see is what's on the surface. Like, oh, pickup doesn't work anymore. Oh, PUA is a scam, And it's like, dude, do you seriously think I would have spent my entire adult life doing this if it was a scam, if it didn't work? Are you serious? No, I would have quit a long time ago. But this stuff is that powerful, right? So if you want to jump into 7 Months of Mastery, the first month is only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons. So take advantage of it. It's the absolute best way to support my work. Okay? And all you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. Just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video.